Brilliant. So I'm joined today by Gordon Kettyle from Blake's, and Gordon's kindly agreed to give up some of his time just to talk to us about how he sees sort of value in Blake's partnership with the Energy Council. So thanks very much for joining us, Gordon.
Good morning, Ben. Pleasure to be with you.
So as we know, one of the sort of USPs of the Energy Council is the networking opportunities that you have.
Yes.
So I'm going to start with an icebreaker. Obviously, networking is supposedly straightforward, but it doesn't always turn out that way. So
No.
what is your most awkward lunch or dinner meeting moment or networking moment? Can you think of one?
Wow. Well, the networking here is great. I think I've been fortunate to avoid any serious mishaps or embarrassments. I guess one comment, I have the good fortune of having several food allergies as I age. So often I'm asking in Spanish for a special meal at the lunches, and the rest of the table proceeds to eat from the set menu. But the staff at St. Regis has been excellent in accommodating. So not sure that's an embarrassing moment, but all the same, it's very enjoyable, the networking portions.
Excellent. So if we jump into it, do you remember the first time you joined the Oil and Gas Council or the Energy Council platform, and what was it like?
We've been privileged at Blake's to have many partners and our lawyers speak on panels, not just at the Mexico Assembly, but around the world. And we've partnered with you back in the days of it being the Oil Council, and then of course the Oil and Gas Council, and now the Energy Council as the industry sector has evolved.
Sure.
And so the common theme that comes back from that participation is that our senior practitioners, our partners, are always very pleased with their opportunity to have joined with you and collaborated as part of a panel or a keynote speaker.
Excellent. And so I suppose really that first time you did join or decide to join our platform, and obviously you've continued to work with us over the years. Why did you decide to become a sponsor of the Energy Council? Where did you see that value in our platform?
Sure. Well, Blake's is an international law firm based in Canada.
Sure.
We've been around very nearly 160 years. Energy is a core part of our practice, and so the venues that you host events in around the world are consistent with our practice focus and our service delivery model. And so we have a wonderful opportunity to meet with senior decision makers, clients and potential clients at those events around the world. And the platform that your events offer is excellent for what we're trying to achieve on behalf of our clients and on behalf of Blake's.
Okay, excellent. And so I suppose as a result of that partnership, when did you first start to see the results of partnering with the Energy Council?
We've been very fortunate over the years to make many great connections first and foremost, and also to secure a number of key mandates. And so that has been something that we've experienced at Blake's over the years and hope to continue to going forward.
Okay, and so I suppose you've just touched on it there, but can you tell us what some of those results that you do see as a result of the partnership are?
Sure. The opportunity for us to profile the depth of skills and capability that Blake's has in the energy area and the securities area in some of your events as well for capitalization issues has been excellent. And we've been fortunate, as I said, around the world at your events in London, in Houston, in Calgary, of course, but I can speak primarily to the Mexico Assembly, and we've been fortunate to engage with a number of clients on issues relating to farm outs and the bid rounds that were previously in effect with the previous administration. So each of those mandates and each of the introductions we've been fortunate to make through your events has been a very positive thing for Blake's.
Okay, excellent. And I know it may be a bit more difficult to touch on this, but are you able to give us any specific examples of business that's come off the back of partnering with us?
Well, obviously, given the nature of what we do and the value that we add to our clients in pursuing their objectives, all of our retainers are confidential. So I'm not able to speak to specifics of any one incident, but as I said, we've engaged with some some significant industry participants on a variety of levels, including around the farm outs. That continues to be a topic of conversation, and previously the bid round issues as well. There's also a lot of ancillary issues that are important in terms of corporate structure, tax considerations, capital in and out, capital markets issues, foreign corrupt practices, and we've also been fortunate to engage with a number of key clients in those areas as well.
Okay, excellent. And I suppose it can be quite difficult to measure success at times, particularly I suppose it's difficult to put a figure on the success of your partnership with the Energy Council. So how do you measure the success? Would it be perhaps through the contacts you make, or the deals that you're able to pull off as a result of the connections that you make at the event, or is there any way you're able to put a sort of monetary value on the partnership, on your partnership with the Energy Council?
As you mentioned, it is difficult to quantify in terms of dollars and cents, because the platform that the Energy Council offers is so much broader than just a dollars and cents equation. So certainly our goal is to make contacts, develop relationships, and have those relationships build into actual retainers and ongoing work where we're supporting our clients' business objectives in these markets around the world. And that's how we would measure success. I mean, we pride ourselves on going beyond just strict application and advice of law, really understanding our clients' business objectives and almost partnering with them in pursuing success in achieving those objectives.
Okay, excellent. And so, I suppose if you were to be an employee of the Energy Council, if you worked for the Energy Council, how would you describe the biggest benefit of working with the Energy Council?
If I was in a staff meeting doing a debrief on your events, particularly the Mexico Assembly again, I would say that the consistently high caliber of both substantive content and attendees is something that sets the Energy Council's events apart from many, many other conferences and opportunities in our space that we get invited to. There is consistently a high level of executive and decision maker present at your events, in my experience, and certainly in the experience of other partners at Blake's as well. And that, I think, is something that you should continue to maintain a focus on. Or if I was an employee of the Energy Council, as you asked, I would urge our team to continue to focus on, so that we can continue to set ourselves apart from other conferences in the area.
Okay, excellent. And my final question is, what type of engagement with us do you find most effective? So there are various ways that partnerships can be of benefit to our partners and members, and they could be perhaps speaking or moderating on a panel, hosting or attending a private dinner, participating as a sponsor, or simply attending. Which of these sort of levels of engagement have you found to be most effective, and why?
Of course, the opportunity to participate on the panels and present is valuable in terms of showcasing to industry participants exactly what Blake's can add, and the kind of expertise that we have in the energy space in particular. And so there is key value there. There's also value in listening to the content, which is consistently high quality from other presenters. But you have a nice balance between the substantive content and the networking, which has always been very positive here in my experience. The private dinners that you've started doing allow for a discussion on a deeper level, a more private level, than in the context of a large conference room or even a general networking forum. And I think that addition to your platform is very positive as well. We value that.
Okay, brilliant. Excellent. Well, Gordon, that's all from me. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.